How did you test positive?
Corruption at its finest. They couldn't take the loss. What's up, man? I know y'all see you. I don't want to touch that. I don't know what you're doing with your hands, buddy. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna look past Broly. Hey, that Austrian don't help you block a left hook. Now, what you probably did set up, we know you did that. Where's your little brother? Is your brother in the house? Because your brother knew before everybody else, and you don't answer that question.
My little brother right there.
Okay, so how do you know before everybody else? You know, corruption at its finest. Corruption at its finest. They couldn't take the loss. What's up, man? I know y'all see.
Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney may not be officially set to face each other in the ring, but that hasn't stopped them from exchanging heated words. During a recent press conference for the May 2nd fight card, the two boxing stars stole the spotlight. With their fiery back and forth, while Garcia is scheduled to fight Rolly Romero and Haney is preparing for Jose Ramirez.
The big fight is Ryan Garcia, but I cannot look past Jose Ramirez. I know that he's a tough competitor. I know that he's coming.
Their verbal clash became the real attraction. The tension between the former opponents was impossible to ignore as they took shots at each other, reigniting their long-standing rivalry. Though their upcoming bouts are against different opponents, fans couldn't help but speculate about a potential future showdown between them. Their exchange added extra hype to an already exciting fight card, leaving many wondering if their war of words will eventually turn into a battle inside the ring.
I told you you're gonna feel some fear, right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you you're gonna feel some fear you ain't felt? No.
For now, the boxing world will have to wait and see. Ryan Garcia wasted no time in stirring up controversy, making sure the spotlight was on him for all the right or wrong reasons. Instead of focusing on his actual opponent, Rolly Romero, Garcia quickly turned his attention toward Devin Haney, making it crystal clear that his real fight wasn't the one scheduled for May 2nd. "I'm really focused on just whooping Devin Haney." Again, Garcia declared, showing that their rivalry was far from over. He dismissed any need for redemption, instead insisting that his last fight against Haney was already a victory in his mind. But then, he took things a step further.
And what about the rematch with Devin and Ryan?
We all want that. We all want Ryan to finish what he started. They try to take away his loss once, but he's going to make a different statement, so they can't take it away his next fight.
Dropping a bombshell accusation right in front of the media. Really worried about not even to redeem myself, just to cement that Austrian, which you probably did set up. With that, Garcia publicly accused Haney of being responsible for the doping controversy that surrounded their first fight in April 2024. The room immediately buzzed with reactions as Haney, clearly caught off guard, shot back at Garcia. The exchange intensified an already heated rivalry, leaving fans and analysts speculating whether this war of words would eventually lead to an official rematch in the ring. That fight was initially recorded as a majority decision win for Ryan Garcia, but the aftermath turned chaotic. The New York State Athletic Commission later overturned the result, ruling it a no contest after Garcia tested positive for Austrian. The consequences were severe. He was handed a 1-year suspension, stripped of his $1.1 million purse, and fined $10,000. However, the controversy didn't stop there. Garcia had also missed weight, coming in 2 pounds over the 140-pound limit, making him ineligible to claim Devin Haney's WBC super lightweight title from the start. Haney, who entered the fight with an unblemished 31-0 record, saw the entire ordeal as an embarrassment. But now, Garcia was flipping the narrative, insisting the failed test wasn't on him at all, it was Haney's doing. His bold accusation only added more fuel to their already intense rivalry, leaving fans questioning what really happened behind the scenes. Ryan Garcia wasn't holding back, launching another verbal attack at Devin Haney. "We know you did that." Garcia fired off before taking his accusation even further. "Where's your little brother? Is your brother in the house? Because your brother knew before everybody else. And you won't answer that question? How did he know before everybody else? Corruption at its finest. Garcia was outright accusing Haney of orchestrating the doping scandal, claiming that Haney's camp somehow had inside knowledge before the test results were even made public. It was a new twist in Garcia's ongoing attempts to clear his name, but not the first time he had denied taking anything illegal back in May 2024, when his B sample also came back positive. Garcia had spoken to ESPN, insisting he was innocent. I don't know where the adverse finding came from. Honestly, bro, I don't know. I was taking ashwagandha, D3, and omega-3s, just normal stuff. I don't know what ostarine is. I seriously have no idea. I would tell everybody the truth. Instead of just pleading ignorance, Garcia was flipping the script entirely, accusing Haney of foul play and deepening the controversy surrounding their rivalry. Ryan Garcia had repeatedly insisted that if he had knowingly taken anything illegal, he wouldn't have bothered lying about it. Instead, he claimed he would have owned up to his mistake right away. My whole thing is, I'd rather tell the truth than try to fabricate it with a lie, because lies don't stand, Garcia had said. So if I really did take it, I would be like, honestly, I was going through a weird situation. I wasn't really that confident. Chose to take it. I'm sorry, and that's it. But I didn't, and I hate cheating. All I can say is, legal team, help me figure this out. Despite his efforts to clear his name, Devin Haney wasn't buying any of it then, and he certainly wasn't buying it now. The moment Garcia threw out his accusation, Haney fired. Back without hesitation, smirking, he shot down Garcia's claims in an instant. You took your punishment because you knew you were guilty, he said, dismissing Garcia's defense as nothing more than excuses. The tension between the two had already been simmering, but now it was at a boiling point. With Garcia adamantly denying wrongdoing and Haney refusing to believe a word of it, the heated exchange only fueled speculation about their rivalry. Whether their war of words would lead to an actual rematch remained to be seen. But one thing was certain: this feud was far from over. Ostarine don't help you block a left hook, bro, Garcia snapped. You got hit like 1,000 times. You got dribbled off the canvas. You know damn well nothing was tainted. His words hit hard, referencing the brutal moments in their first fight when Haney found himself repeatedly knocked down. But then, in one of the most bizarre moments of the press conference, Garcia threw out a cryptic phrase that left everyone in the room confused. The statement made little sense in context. And for a moment, the room was silent as people tried to figure out what he meant. It was clear, however, that Garcia was trying to imply Haney had been plotting against him from the start, waiting for the doping test results to turn public so he could use them as leverage. Haney, of course, wasn't having any of it. He smirked as he responded, standing firm in his belief that Garcia had no one to blame but himself. The way Haney saw it, Garcia had already served his punishment. And that only happened because he was guilty. Despite the bad blood between them,